Hello, hello. Hello, all of my YouTube people. I'm so excited to be here tonight. I'm running a bit behind, so I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how this will go, but we're going to just roll with it because that's kind of how my whole day's been. So I hope everybody is doing well. And I just want to welcome you to my channel, Paper Root Scrapbooking. My name is Nadine. And I am doing a live series for the month of March called March Madness, where I am going to tackle 2 challenges. One is 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life over on Facebook. And this is it here, Series 14, where we get 30 exclusive sketches that are exclusive to Christy's Beautiful Life, and then we work from the sketch. Today, our sketch is from Tracy England. And this is what our sketch looks like. So we're going to work with that. And I'm also participating in Calvin Ball. So Calvin Ball is a challenge over on scraphappy.org. I've linked both of those challenge links down in the video description. So if you're interested, you can always click there and have a look. And I am doing my best to tackle both of those as many days in March as I possibly can, and trying to get my camera to do its thing. Some days it loves me and some days it does not. The last couple of days it does not. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it's my lighting. I don't know. Are we straight even? I don't know. I don't know what I did differently that it's doing that. But anyway, we're just going to go with it. I think it's because maybe, I don't know, it's trying to focus. Who knows? I know when I record on my computer, I can adjust that a little bit better, but it is what it is. Okay. So this is the base of my layout. I am going to be, this calls for 3, what does that even say? 3 3x4 photos, but I am going to scrapbook 1 4x6 photo. And it is this photo of Nike headquarters from one of our trips that we did in 2017. And yeah, that's where I'm going to start. So I am going to start with matting my photo, and I'm going to do that with a cut-apart card. So I did cut my photo down a little bit. There was lots of space on the edges that I could cut, so I did that. I am going to take off this branding strip and set that aside. I am, again, working with the basketball collection from Echo Park. The cover page, I stuck the cover page under things. The cover page looks like this. I've worked with it already this month, and remembered that it had these shoe icons in it. So when I grabbed this picture, I thought, you know what, that would also work. So I'm going to use these 2 4x6 cards from the cut apart sheet, and I'm going to use this red one that says All-Star Athlete as my photo mat. And I do like the back of this too, because it looks like the gym floor. Like it's a wood grain, but it looks like the gym floor, so it's pretty versatile. But I didn't use it like that. So I've already cut it apart as cut apart cards. I think that's just what's going to happen. So I'm going to tack that down. I have brought out my black Soot Distress ink over here, so I'll ink my edges before I start gluing. So how's everybody doing today? I had one of those days where I came home and I was like, don't feel like scrapbooking. What? I know. But I had to move offices today. So I just started this job in June, but their fiscal year is ends March 30th or whatever. And we got apparently a bunch, it's a nonprofit organization. We got a bunch of funding for our housing team, which is so exciting. But they're taking over the hallway out that my office was in. And so I had to move so that they could all be together. And I'm just tired from it. It was a lot. I'm pretty sure our handyman thinks I'm a big old princess, but it's okay. He was very kind. I couldn't have done it without him. He moved all of my pretty pictures and my furniture and helped me make sure that my cords for my computer and my camera and all the things went where it needed to go. And I'm very grateful for him. I'm going to have to get him a little something. And okay, so I am going to, the next thing I'm going to do is a little bit of stenciling. Did I pull out a stencil? I thought I did. Oh, it's way back here. I don't know why I put it over there. All right, well, she's smart, but she's not always all there. Okay, so I'm just going to tuck this underneath. It's just a scrap paper. And it has like these circles that just say embellishments. So I'm assuming they are representing embellishment. Also can't talk. Embellishment clusters. So I'm going to use this stencil today. And I just have these little purple tapes stuck to my desk because I use them and reuse them. I'm cheap like that. That's how I roll. And I think I'm going to use Hickory Smoke Distress Oxide for my stenciling today. And I'm just going to roll with it. I'm sorry. I hate when I shake the desk on you guys. I'll try to hold it still. And it doesn't need to be a ton. I just wanted a little bit of something there as like a cluster base. So there we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And I'm just flipping the layout because I feel like that's easier for me instead of sticking my head in the camera and doing it that way. There we go. So, yeah, so I was tired today when I got home and I was like, this is one of those days where I would not normally scrapbook, but because I want to be here as many days in March as I can, I am here. And you know what? It kind of feels good now that I'm sitting down and getting to it. But I'll be 100% honest, I'm not super organized, so I don't know what you guys are going to get, but I promise to do my best. Okay, I'll set that aside and wash it after I'm done recording. So also, I think I'm going to do some splattering in there. And I have this Shimmers Paints Vibes Before Dawn. So I'm just going to shake it up a little bit. They say you're supposed to roll it between your hands because if you shake it like up and down like normally, it gets the stuff stuck in the tube, like in the, the tube that goes up the spray nozzle or whatever. But I don't always use the spray nozzle. So when I forget, I'm like, oh, well, I hardly ever use that anyway. So I'm just going to turn it this way and do the same thing down here. And yes, you guessed it. This is a prompt from Calvin Ball to splatter today. It was added. I don't know if I might have to put some dots on there where I want them. There we go. It was not going where I wanted it to. Just gonna set that back in its tray so I don't lose it because that also happens. Then, because I'm kind of going live here, I'm just going to clean up a little bit of my mess without hopefully taking up too much of your time. So that's not, there we go. Okay. So now I have to decide, do I want it to go this way or this way? It doesn't really matter. I think the heavier one on the bottom is better. And then the photo kind of goes here, or the 3 photos in there, but I'm just doing 1 photo. And then what else? Oh yeah, I was going to attach it to this cut apart card, so we can do that while that tries to dry. I also have to apologize because I did not do my journaling ahead of time. So I did stamp a journaling spot, but I don't know what I did with it. I'm sure it'll turn up. Okay, so that's going to go somewhere around here. Now, let me see. What do I want to do? I definitely want this shoe paper. And I want the whole length of it so the shoes are going in the right direction. So I think I'm going to cut the branding strip off and cut from down here. So that is where we're going to start with this paper. And I kind of want this one to be like it looks like 3 layers of paper. Just look at it close up. Yeah, so it's 3 layers of paper behind the photo. So this I want to be my top one so that it can be seen better, best, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so that one, that layer is smaller than the photo. So I'm going to make it 3 1/4 inches. I'm just gonna cut from the bottom of the page. Maybe I'll lift it up a little bit just so that I'm cutting kind of in between the shoes. Not that it matters, but sometimes when it's at the top, it looks funny if they're cut off. So that's good. So that's going to go in back here. And then I need another layer, and I'm going to want something red, I think, or gray, because I want, I want it to stagger red, and I don't want it to be black on black is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying anything super clear today. Okay, so I could use, well, I pulled this red polka dot paper because one of the prompts is polka dot. So if this is over 3 and this is 4, it's just 4. So maybe I'm going to go 4 1/4 with this polka dot paper. Okay. So 4 1/4. It's not lining up on my trimmer all the time the way I want it to. I wonder why that is. Probably user error, if I had to guess. So there we go. And then I have this striped paper. And this one, sorry, this one was from Echo Park also, but it was not part of the collection. It was from a Dots and Stripes pack. And then this one, I think I pulled from a, what do they call those? Paper pad, because it's white on the other side and it doesn't have like any manufacturing information on it. So I'm assuming it's from a paper pad, but I don't actually know. It was just on my rainbow rack. So this one was 4 1/4. So I'm going to make this one 5. Do I want it 5 or 5 1/4? I'll do 5 1/4. And this is my striped paper. So one of the Calvin Ball prompts is polka dot paper and the other one is striped paper. And so now I have both of those covered. And I have my black, white, and gray covered. Just the colors I'm going for because those are the colors that are in this collection. Okay, I'm just going to set that down for a second. And most of the ink is starting to dry, I think. So we should be good to go. All right, so I am going to ink the edges of those and tack them down. And yeah, hopefully my journaling square shows up. I don't know what I did with that. I know I stamped it. And then I got distracted cleaning the stamp. Okay. And I am going to leave, okay, if I put it this way, I'm going to leave this corner a little bit not adhered because I want to be able to tuck things in the top there. So do it this way. Okay. Always add adhesive later. So this is the one I want at the top corner so that I can make sure. Do I have my ruler? Okay, guys, I went to buy a T-square the other day because I was at Michael's anyways, and my other one, like the one in my travel bag, has all the numbers are wearing off. And at first I was like, well, do I use the numbers a lot? And then I realized, yeah, I actually do. So I wanted to get another one, and they didn't have any in stock. Well, they did, but it was like a massive drafting one. I'm like, I'm not buying that. It needs to fit in my bag, right? But I was like, how? Michael's was a huge disappointment to me the other day. They didn't have my quick dry adhesive. They didn't have the T-square ruler. What did I end up buying? I did buy something. Oh, yeah, hooks for my office. So I could put all my things back up on the walls. Because I like to buy those command hooks. And use those for certain things. Not for everything, but I have certain clipboards that I hang on the walls because I need to be able to see things while I'm talking on the phone. So they need to be like close to my desk. And there's like a certain kind of command hook that just works really well for that. And then I also have these like party decorations that go up and hang from the ceiling. They look kind of like pom-poms, I guess. Which I also got at Michael's, but not this time around. I bought them before. But I needed the command hooks for those too, because they have to be able to light enough to hang from those ceiling tile thingies. There. We got polka dots and stripes and shoes. Shoes. Because we're talking Nike. So we went to this. Well, we did a few weird things. I shouldn't say that. Actually, it was a different trip. A different time when we were this was in Portland. In Seattle, we stopped by Google when it was closed. Google, and just kind of wandered around. It's really pretty. They have very beautiful grounds. And it was just kind of neat to see like how they have like bikes for people to get from office building to office building, and some of like the innovative things that you see on TV, like how they entice their people to be creative and such. So we went there and checked that out. And then this time we just happened to be in the area where the Nike headquarters was, and my son really wanted to see it, and we weren't going to go, but then he was like, we're almost there. Please, please. And because he's a shoe guy, and only person in my family who owns a pair of Gucci shoes. Anyway, we won't talk about what he spent on those. It's ungodly. But yeah. So anyways, we did end up stopping here but you can't really get in. Like it's all very like there's lots of security everywhere, and we basically could pull up in front of it and take a picture through the car window, and then security was already walking over to wave us through by the time I took this photo. So that's what that was like. So I think I'm just going to tack it down in the center, and then if I want to tuck things around the outside edge, I can. So that's the base of my layout. What do you guys think? Doing okay so far? Haven't completely lost my marbs yet. Where is my journaling square? Oh, found it. There it is. Okay, so journaling. So I'm just going to put that he wanted to see Nike headquarters, so we stopped by quickly and were waved away by security. And talk amongst yourselves while I write, because I can't write and talk at the same time. There we go. That's easy peasy. And then I'm just going to cut that out. I'm just going to fussy cut around it. And these are the stamps I used. I don't think they're available anymore though, but you can always be on the lookout for them. If you're shopping secondhand, it's a Canadian company. She's not really selling scrapbook stuff anymore, but she does still teach. And her name is Jennifer Edwardson. I think I have all of her stamp sets now. This one was a must-have. The other ones, I think I got in like a... actually, I think I bought the other one. There's another one that's got like... It's kind of travel themed, and it's got like tags and geotags and ticket thingies, and I got that one. Okay, scrap away cardstock. Oh, knocking things down. So I'm just gonna ink the edges of that with my black soot. And it's gonna go somewhere like that. Get that out of the way. Another thing I wanted to do was this big shoe. I wanted to put it as a, what do you call that? Embellishment. Because this sketch here, that pink square at the top, it's so hard to see on the camera, isn't it? It just says embellishments, large embellishment. So this is my large embellishment. It is a shoe. Now I wish shoe was on the list, but after today I won't need shoe. But then chicken's on there, and I don't think I can figure out a way to squeeze chicken in. Unless you want to talk about me being a chicken to tell security I wanted to get out of the car and take pictures. But no, there are no chickens going on a layout about Nike. So just doing a fast fussy cut where I don't go right along the edge. It doesn't have to be perfect. There's like that border around the outside so that it can, I was trying to do this before I came on camera, but like I said, I was not getting it together as swiftly as I had anticipated, but you know, I try. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Verbal pass. It has like all these words in it. It's definitely basketball themed, but you get the idea. Air Jordans are Nike, so that counts. Okay. Then I need a title too. And I think I was going to use these letter stickers here because they're kind of funky. Sometimes I buy letter stickers or thickers or whatever you want to call them, and they sit in my stash for like Whatever. And then other times like this one, I just bought this last month. February, I think. And it's already like so well loved. Okay, where's my ruler? I'm gonna stick it on here first. So I'm just gonna put the Nike slogan, just do it. And other side. D. O. I. T. Exclamation point. Nice. Okay. I had these other letters, but I didn't have everything I needed. But I really wish they had worked. I don't have them here anymore. But they kind of look like, like when you get like a letter jacket in high school or whatever, kind of look like that. I really liked those ones too, especially for sports, but can't win them all, right? Hopefully I won't show. Maybe I should start at this side because I can always move that shoe or tuck the shoe under, but I can't make the page wider this way, right? Okay. It's a little bit crooked, isn't it? There we go. Whew. Yeah, see, that makes more sense because I can move this over. But aren't these letters cool? I don't know what collection they're from or anything, but I really like them. And when I bought them, this was the last pack. Otherwise, I would have bought more than one. Okay, I think I'm gonna, again, just tack down the middle so that if I want to tuck around it, I can. Nope. There we go. Nice. And there we go. Actually, I can back this up a bit. Back up the shoe. There. Nice. Okay. Alrighty then. Just do it. Nike. Okay. And then I have photos, journaling. Title, I need a date. Did I preset? Yes, I did preset my date stamp. Don't know where I want that to go yet, but we will see after we get some embellishments on here. So I did do a quick pass through the die cut pack in the basketball collection from Echo Park, and I picked a few embellishments that I thought would go nicely. That was now I thought about like fussy cutting these too and using them like that. And then if you aren't going all the way, why go at all? Or number one could go down here. Or this could go, see, that won't fit. I don't want to use all of these. I just want to see what goes on, like what's going to work. I kind of like the idea though of having the 3 shoes, like shoe, shoe, shoe. Sound like I'm trying to get rid of an animal. Shoe, shoe, shoe. I don't think I'm going to use that one. Work hard, play harder, maybe. And then the Nike. Oh, this one might go nicely here because there is an embellishment cluster on the thing too. Do I like the white or the red? I feel like the optometrist when I do that. 1 or 2? 2 or 3? Anybody else have that experience? There are some stars on here I might use, but I think all the icons are essentially the same as what I was pulling from the other, although the teamwork thing is black instead of white, which might be kind of nice. So that's an option I have to keep in mind. All right, so I think we have kind of an idea here happening. But yes, I am going to cut these out. I don't like the style of the frame around them, so I'm just going to make it my own. So I know some people hate fussy cutting, but I'd rather have things look the way I want them to than to just use what's there sometimes. And I've become accustomed to fussy cutting. And actually, sometimes I find it relaxing if like that's all I'm doing. So like sometimes I'll take that like a fussy cutting project to a crop, and it's something I can do while I visit. Or if I don't have some creative mojo, it's a good thing to, you know, be doing that's relevant to my scrapbooking, but not actually making like a layout. So, but sometimes I just don't know I want it fussy cut until I go to use it. So sorry about that. I know that's not super interesting viewing, but I don't feel like it took too long. Just gonna toss that. And do work hard, play harder up there. Teamwork down here. And then these, I love these little shoes too. I got these from a different, like a Jolie's pack. And they're like little teeny tiny Nike. I don't know what kind of shoes those are, but they're cute. So I was thinking they might go on there too. I'm not sure. And then this was on a different basketball sticker sheet that wasn't from the main collection, but it was just like all my basketball stuff's in with that Echo Park collection because I don't have much else. I have some titles and stuff, but I got sticky stuff on my computer. Oops a daisy. You don't mind fussy cutting either? Yeah, it's can kind of be relaxing, I think. And I might do the same with this one because I do want this element down here, but this is kind of big, so I'll cut it and make it smaller. My son, my youngest one, the other day we were on like FaceTime, and he was studying at a university, and he was like in a study room or whatever. But he was like, I'm not, there's nobody here. I can talk to you. I'm like, okay. And then he's like asking, he's like, how's your YouTube channel? And then he like clicks on one of my videos and I could hear my own voice. Don't you hate listening to your own voice? You came in like, oh, I got them from the die cut pack from this collection. Basketball by Lori Whitlock for Echo Park. And it was separate. It was, I don't know what I did with it. Oh, I see. Nope, maybe not. Here. But this big shoe I cut out of the cut apart sheet, this 4x6. So there we go. That's where I got my things. And okay, so this does show a little bit of the black edge. So I'm going to ink it before I put it down. I'm going to do it so that it kind of looks like it's hanging out from the bottom there. And then I'm going to put this so that it kind of overlaps a little. I'm just going to ink the edges again. Yeah, no problem. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm always happy to share. And this isn't last year's collection from Echo Park, so it's probably on sale if you go looking for it. My boys are big basketball fans, so I was pretty eager to get this one, especially because it's more, oops, look, I dropped that. It's more, the colors were attractive to me because this, my boys we're Canadian, so they love their Raptors. And then that's typically because when we go out to visit my oldest, if they go out there, that's where they go. They go to see that game. And I find a lot of the basketball stuff to be very orangey, and not very many basketball teams have like orange coloring. I mean, I know what basketball is orange, but anyway. So I think I'm going to pop this up on some foam. My big mama foam roll. So fun. Whew. I am so happy that even though it's dark now, when I came home from work today, it was daylight. And when I went to work this morning, the sun was coming up. So we are getting to the other side of the darkness here in, I don't know, are we in central Canada, northern Canada? I would say we're central. We're central for sure. Maybe even south of central. Maybe in a big baby. But yeah, if you count like the territories, we're definitely in the lower end. But it's so dark here in the winter. When I switched my work, like when I got a new job and my work day was from 7:30 to 5, I did not realize that I would be in perpetual darkness. There's no window in my office. It's literally dark all the time. It's dark when I get to work. It's dark when I leave work. I have to leave the office at noon or I don't see the daylight at all. And whereas before I worked a 6.5-hour day, and that was not the same. But also I worked in a school, so a lot of the time I was on outside supervision at lunchtime, so I would always get my vitamin D. Not anymore. But I'm learning. I have a Happy Light, and I have, what do you call? Vitamin D tablets. Learning to do all the things. What am I looking for? I wanted that little star. He's so cute. I want another one. And because I cut out of here, I can punch a couple more. Can I get another one out of there? Maybe. Maybe. I didn't plan that super well. Do you guys still have punches? I love my punches. I feel like they're just the perfect way to perfectly match things by using the patterned paper that comes with. And they're so quick and easy. It's not like going to... I have a die cut machine too, like an electronic one and a manual one, and I love them both. But I just really like being able to... Here we go. Here's another one. I really like being able to like be quick about it. You know what I'm saying? Also, I need to find out a better system for my electronic one because I use it a lot, but I have to like move it away from the wall and it's a bit of a hassle. And it wasn't always like that. So I know there's better ways. I just have to move things around a bit. I think we're going to ink the edges of these. Yeah, they look better. They look like burnt stars. Just kidding. I just feel like that white edge isn't doing me any favors. It is an old punch after all. Ooh, excuse me. There we go. Okay. So I am going to put a little glue on this one and kind of tuck it a bit behind my photo mat, but not a ton. Just want it to like kind of overlap a little bit. And then I have to decide if I actually want this here. And you know what? I think I do, but instead of here, I'm going to do my thing where I lift things up because I'm going to staple it instead of tacking it down to my photo. Nice. Once that's in a page protector, it won't be so wonky. But okay, for the stars, I think I'm just going to leave those for a sec. I'm going to do this next. I'm going to put some glue on it. And again, I kind of want it to like hang from the top of the page. So I'll glue that down. And this one can go as well. And then I think I'm going to take those little red one, little bitty one. Oh, got an extra star here. Take these little red shoes. And I think I'm going to put them like with my, journaling. Second guessing myself there. There we go. It's cute. So yeah, Nike headquarters, guys. You can't get out of your car, apparently. Just make you get back in and go away. They don't want you there. But my son was happy, so that's all that mattered. He just wanted to see it. I just want to see it. I want to see where they make them. He's one of those, like, he doesn't want to plan anything, but he sure does like to tell us what we should do when we get there. He was also the one, I don't know if same people were here or not, but the other day when I scrapbooked about going to the original Starbucks, where we were like, last time we tried to do that, we ended up deciding not to because the lineup was so ridiculous. And then he was like, let's just go. And my husband was like, you know, if it's closed, if the market's closed, it won't be so bad. And he was right. So little Josh got his way again. He's not little, he's grown up. He would have been a teenager at that time, though. And another star. This way. And then I think I'm going to get like an enamel dot to put on there because I don't like the whole, I know this is am I allowed to say naked tag hole? Are you allowed to say that on YouTube? I don't know. I guess I get deleted. That's probably why. But I don't like my tag holes to be empty. I like them to be covered, or I like them to have thread in them or something. Just trying to find an enamel dot that will go with that. Well, here we go. This is a what would this be? It says festive assortment, but I bet you it's from one of the Disney type style collections or theme park, I guess. So we got an enamel dot covering that up. And now that my stars, I think everything's glued down now. I think I can flip my page and cut this piece off. And then I'm just going to ink that so that it blends a little bit better. It isn't such a harsh edge. There we go. What do we think? Okay. Yeah, so we have I think we have all the elements from here. We have photos, journaling, and oh, I have to put the date because I decided not to before because I wanted to put my embellishments on first. So where would it go nicely? Probably right under this shoe over here. Make sure it's right side up. Made that mistake before. Put my date on upside down. Had to fix it, right? Don't want to do that. Okay, so here we go. I think I have all the things that I wanted. I was going to put one of these, and maybe I could put one here too. And then one over here. So I am going to grab, because they're metal, I don't like to necessarily clip on my paper clips. I like to, oh, these are huge. That's not going to work. I need something smaller. Well, these ones. These ones are tiny, tiny though. I might need two. I like to just stick them down kind of flat to the page because I feel like that bends the paper. So that's why I do it that way. But these are little circular paper clips that I found in I have a little container that has like random stuff in it, but there's lots of like clips and brads and stuff in there. So I pulled it out and set it next to my desk for Calvin Ball because I thought, you know, if I'm going to be using the, ooh, I don't know what I did there. If I'm going to be using the paper clips, I might as well have it nice and close. And then we can go and look at the Calvin Ball points and see if there's anything I can quickly add to the layout that will get me more points. And if not, we'll just add up the points. Also, I think I wrote down, if I can find it now, because my desk is a bit of a mess, where I am at on the leaderboard, in case anybody was interested. So this was my point tally yesterday. Yesterday when I put my points in, I was 14th on the leaderboard for Calvin Ball, and I had 78 points for this month so far. So that's where I was at. Let's see how many points I can get today. So I have this sheet and this sheet, and I know now that I see them sticking out over here, this is one thing I can do for sure. And I can do a gray one on here. Is I can get one of these on here. I think these were, is this a 1 or 1.5? What size of punch was this? And a half. There you go. Again, punches are your friend. I'm telling you. I bought most of my punches, though, I'll be 100% honest with you. I bought most of them secondhand because people get die cut machines and then they get rid of them. Which, I mean, if that works for you, great. But for me, it wouldn't because I kind of need, you know, I kind of need something quick and easy. So my punches do that for me. And also, I know that they take up a bit of like storage space too. So people don't necessarily want them taking up all that space in their craft room, but works for me. Okay. Let's see what I can get from here. Okay, so I need a sticky note. Let me grab that. Sorry, I'm getting right in that camera. Okay. Here, I'm just gonna move some of this stuff to the side. I can put a lid back on my ink. Oh my gosh, I'm bad for that. At least that one I have the refill for. So while I'm doing this, you can also see my sketch at the top there. So that's the sketch I followed, and the sketch was by Tracy England, and I got it from Chrissy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, series 14. So if you go on that Facebook group, though, she has 14 seasons worth of 30 Days of Sketches. So that's a ton of sketches, tons of inspiration. They used to be just sketches that she had lying around or on her Pinterest or whatever, and now they are exclusively made for Chrissy's Beautiful Life. And they are awesome inspiration for anyone who enjoys sketches. Okay, and now I'm going to add up my Calvin Ball points because who doesn't love Calvin Ball? The rules change every day. Look at all these things I've added. One was taken off. Birthday was removed. I forgot to check today if anything was removed. I just added because I was in kind of hurry. So hopefully I'll go back and check before I enter my points though. Okay, stars. Yes, I punched those little stars. Polka dot paper. Yep, my red polka dot paper. Arrow. Do I have an arrow on here? No, but I can definitely put one on there. Let me see. Again, super easy thing to add if you have an arrow punch. Let me see. And I'm just going to use this scrap that I cut the shoe out of the, what do you call it? 4x6 card. There we go. And I'll just add a little bit of ink to the edges because the punch does tend to show that white core. And then I'm going to grab my white glue. And I think I'll just put it right here. Okay. Kind of as a part of my titling piece. And I might add a little bit of glue to these puffies, although they have been sticking really well. I will give American Crafts a little credit for these ones. They actually have been doing a good job. Okay, got my arrow point. My handwritten journaling is here. Heart. Oh, yeah, there's a heart inside the viewfinder. Stamp. I used a stamp here and a stamp for my date. Date, yes, also. Striped paper. Yep, that gray striped paper in the back there. Butterfly, no. Stitching, no, but I could add a little bit of stitching. You know where stitching might be cute is along the edge here. Because I'm not going to probably pull out the, needle and thread because I just haven't got that kind of time these days. Do love it though. Just never want to take the time to do it. You know whose layouts I love though that always have stitching on them? Two people. Paige Evans. She's amazing. And if you guys didn't know, I went and watched her Monday, because I don't work Mondays now. I went and watched her Make With Me Monday. Oh my gosh, she made the most beautiful layout. And she does the machine stitching, and then Allison Davis is the other one that I love, but she does hand stitching and she does such beautiful, intricate work. It's just shocking to me how much time she must spend doing that, but she loves it. It's what makes it hers. Okay, so now I got some faux stitching on there. Butterfly, that's not going to happen. I did not tear paper. I keep forgetting about that one because it's kind of easy to do, but not after everything's laid down. Paper clip. Yes, I got those little red paper clips on there. Lace. No, this is not a lace style of layout. Rainbow, also no. Green. Again, I think I said this the last time I worked with this collection. There was no way I was getting green on there. It just did not jive. Avocado. Again, no. Staple. Yes, I stapled "You Are Awesome" to the photo there. A flower. Again, this is not the kind of layout I'm probably going to put lace flowers and rainbows on. And we already talked about the chicken. He's not making it on here. A sequin. No, again, it's not really that mood and feel. Gnome. Wouldn't it be cute to have a little basketball playing gnome? I'm going to have to go find some more gnomes. They're fun. Viewfinder. Yeah, I got that on there. Enamel dot. Yes. Glitter. No, I didn't put anything glitter this time. And that's okay. I'm not a big glitter person. Stenciling, I did. Cake. Not a cake event. Theme park. No. Faith. No. Photo corner. I don't have photo corners. I found one yesterday, but it was really random. And today I looked, I thought I had a photo corner punch, but I don't. Maybe it's at my mom's. I'm not sure. I know I've used one before, but it must not have been mine. Unicorn. Again, not a unicorn layout. Mermaid, no. Splatter, yes, I did splatter. So today I got 15 points for my layout, and then it is, what am I doing? Okay, so then I got 1 page layout is another point, and making a video is a point. And then I will share to the gallery, a Facebook group, because I share to Chrissy's Beautiful Life Facebook group, and then Instagram. So that's another. So I got 20 points today. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to add those 20 points, which will give me 98 points. I'm almost breaking 100, guys, in the first week. That's pretty good, I think. Anyway, okay, so thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. And I really appreciate everybody who comes and watches live, as well as everybody who watches from the future. I love it when you comment. That makes me happy. And so, if you are watching from the future and just want to leave a little comment down below, just saying hi, even, I just love to hear from you guys. I think that's it for you today. Thanks so much again for being here. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Bye for now, everyone.